Hello guys, today we discuss anatomy of the liver, and of course according to the anesthesia tutorial of the week. And before continuing, try to answer the following questions. The answer can be found at the end of the article together with an explanation. In which hepatic zone do hepatitis have the largest concentration of the enzymes and so are most sensitive production in the paracetamol overdose? And of course once more anatomy. The liver is the second largest organ in the human body after the skin. It lies in the right upper abdominal quadrant, weighs around 1.4 to 1.6 kilograms and receives 25% of cardiac output with a total blood flow at around 1.5 liters. The liver has a unique dual blood supply provided by the hepatic artery in the hepatic portal vein. The hepatic portal vein accounts for almost 75% of the liver's blood supply, providing around half its oxygen requirements. The venous drainage is via the left, right and middle hepatic veins to the inferior vena cava, IVC. Some translation of this text. And of course basic anatomy. The liver is divided into the right and the left lobes by the falciform ligament, with the right lobe being the larger. This division is not of any surgical use, however, it is division by the cantilus line running from the gallbladder fossa to the IVC fossa, provides a more useful division between left and right based on the hepatic artery and portal vein branches. Each liver lobe is further subdivided by the right and the left hepatic veins into 4 sectors. This is the medial and lateral sectors on the left and posterior and the anterior sectors on the right. The sectors are then further divided into segments, each with its own blood supply and biliary drainage. These segments are often described by the Q&A specification with the number of these functional independent segments from 1 to 8. The liver usually has 4 lobes. This is the left, right, caudate and quadrate lobes. This anatomical distinction has a little impact on surgical dissection. The liver can be divided into 8 segments, each with one blood supply and venous and biliary drainage. This is known as the Q&A segments and can facilitate related bloodless surgery. The functional microanatomy of the liver is a 6-sided lobule with the branches of the hepatic artery, portal vein and bile duct, and 6 pores at the central venous channel for drainage into the caval system. Sinusoids connect the outer blood supply to the inner channel. This is aligned with the hepatocytes and macrophages. Anatomically, the functional unit of the liver is a lobule. Blood enters the lobule through branches of the portal vein and hepatic artery, flowing through small channels called sinusoids, which are aligned with the hepatocytes. Drainage from the lobule is through the central hepatic vein. Each hexagonal lobule has a central portal tract containing branches of the hepatic artery, portal vein, and bile ducts. From a metabolic perspective, the functional unit of the hepatic agenus. Each agenus consists of mass of hepatocytes aligned around the hepatic arterioles and portal venules, centered on the line connecting 2 portal triads and extending outwards of the 2 adjunct and central veins. Each agenus is divided into zones, then corresponding to their distance from the arterial blood supply. Those hepatocytes closer to the arterioles are the best oxygenated in this is zone 1 or the periportal zone. The further the distance from the arterial blood supply, the poorer the oxygen supply, zone 2 being less well oxygenation from the zone 1. Zone 3 of the centrolateral zone has the poorest oxygenation of all, making it most sensitive to the ischemic injury. This arrangement of zone means hepatocytes in zone 1 are specialized for oxidative liver functions such as gluconeogenesis. These hepatocytes are also the first to encounter blood-borne toxins and injury from the deposition of the hemosiderin and hematochromatosis. Hepatocytes in zone 3 carry role glycolysis, lipogenesis, and the cytochrome 450 base drug detoxification. Zone 3 cells are more sensitive to N-acetylbenzoquinone production, and the paracetamol overdose having the highest concentration of the enzymes. The liver has substantial function reserve because of its significant blood supply. Therefore, clinical manifestation of the liver damage only occur after considerable injury. And of course, we must know the important anatomical relation of the liver, which shown in the table below. Superior relation, you can see that in this picture, anterior relation, and posterior relation. And of course, we can see an overview of the main portal systematic anastomosis and the associated clinical conditions is given in the table below. And of course, answers to questions. The right answers is zone 3 cells are most sensitive to production in the paracetamol overdose having the highest concentration of enzymes. And of course, thanks for watching. I hope you have fun while some of us have to work overtime.